Boy, I tell you, we had the opportunity on a silver platter in Game 4. And all it took was OKC to play a bit of good defense on the pick and roll, and as a result, my heart rate, as well as the years on my life, are going to take a bit of a hit due to this series. What did we struggle with in Game 4? Well, I mentioned that OKC did a much better job of defending the pick and roll. They tried switching and all that in Game 3, but it really wasn't effective. In this game, however, they knew what they were doing. They forced me to get the ball out of Moutier's hands, and I had to embrace it, and I had to trust that other guys could make shots. Luckily, Nigel Hayes, who looks like he's out of The Sims, but he was able to knock down some for us, and we got lucky. I mean, Thonmaker being a 8'5" rookie definitely helps. But another moment here, I didn't run a pick and roll, I just kind of let everything happen, and I hit Moutier right place, right time for the jumper. So that might be the way that we have to attack OKC from here, because unlike San Antonio, they're actually making adjustments on the pick and roll, which is not a thing that the CPU usually does, but they're doing it. Now, of course, that doesn't mean they're just going to kill us, because with how good Moutier is at going to the basket, and I mean, it's the NBA. No matter what defensive thing you draw up, you're never going to be able to stop a star player, unless it's LeBron James in like 2012. We also made our fair share of mistakes as KD got into the open lane, and as awesome as Moutier is, I mean, they brought 3 defenders there on him, and then, of all things, Dion Waiters had potentially the biggest bucket of the game, and so it's 2-2 back in Denver. I think the main adjustments are be ready for OKC's pick and roll defense, because I think it's established at this point that it's a thing, and we probably need to have as much shooting in there as possible. Now, as far as how to defend Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, I have not figured that out. You have not figured that out. No one has figured that out. So, our best bet is just to survive. I mean, we won 2 games against these guys, so it's not like we're just unable to recover from those 2 going off. Moutier gets open for 3. You know, with how many times I run that 3-point play, with the fact that, let's be honest, that play is about as creative as something out of 1995, you'd think teams would be able to defend it, but nope, it works, so I'll gladly keep doing it. Now, Cameron Payne is relishing in the fact that he gets to dribble the ball a little bit, because I'm sure it doesn't happen too often with Westbrook on his team, and then Mitch McGary, who, much like Boris Diaw, just finds a way to show up in the footage even though he'll only finish with like 4 points. I do the same play that the CPU should be able to defend again, but this time I run to the rim, okay? You can't be too one-dimensional. I remember a few years ago, there was a tagline that said, like, you have to switch up your style against the CPU or else, like, you'll just get blown out. Either 2K just dropped that or they were lying the entire time. Dion Waiters has got to be on a confidence high. I mean, he hit the layup earlier, he got the 3-pointer. Maybe he's just mad at me for all the slander I throw his way all the time. Thad Young, who I'm pretty sure has not scored in like 2 months. That's not an exaggeration, it's really that real. Leads to Ibaka score, now we're down 5 points, now it's 8 points. Westbrook's getting all confident and doing spin moves. Luckily, I managed to play some decent defense, but I did it with my eyes wide open because I'm like, oh, this ain't good. But it's also not good when Moutier gets into the open floor. So at halftime, it's 5 points. And what the hell is up with the free throws? Like, San Antonio couldn't hit free throws, OKC couldn't hit free... What the hell? Why is the CPU just unable to make free throws? I don't know. But why are we unable to get offensive rebounds? Is that the 2K CPU offensive rebound cheese where the program just says, alright, the CPU is going to score on this possession, and whether it's going to be from an offensive rebound or whatever, it's going to happen. And that right there, every now and then I try to drive in with Moutier and he'll decide to like just stop right on a dime. He did it twice there. I'm like, man, you had Enes Kanter on you, that was a green light 2 points and it didn't happen. Westbrook the fadeaway, oof. This is getting bad. Do I need to simulate to the end and just call it now, or do we have a chance to at least come back? Well, here's the shooting that I was talking about earlier, Gary Harris. It's required for us to have that when they're forcing the ball out of Moutier's hands with these switches and these double teams and sometimes triple teams. I mean, look at that, they did it there, but they did it successfully that time. Ugh. They might have Moutier figured out. And if you notice there, I actually had Nigel Hayes playing center for a minute because I decided, let's try to go super small, like Warrior style, and see if it works. It didn't really make a difference, okay? Joffrey, making a rare appearance. Whenever Joffrey comes in the game, it's usually a good thing, or it's a bad thing because I screwed up the stamina for Thonmaker and Yusuf Nurkic. Still doesn't help that Nurkic, well, you know what I'm going to say. Nurkic don't got no damn stamina. Our second unit actually went on a bit of a run, so it's only 4 points going into the fourth quarter when our starters really killed us. And I'll admit, the lineup I have in right now, this lineup sucks. We don't have Gallinari or Moutier. Whenever we don't have either one of those two, we can be really bad offensively. But even then, with KJ and Justin Anderson and Thad Young, you'd think we could play defense. Thad Young again, listen, that dude's down to like 5 minutes a game. I'm running Gallinari at the 4, and then I switch over Justin Anderson, and ugh. Okay. Excuse me, let me call time. I understand the error of my ways. Westbrook's feeling good, but it's fine. Okay, we got the guys back in there now. Now we can go on the proper run, right? Well, it doesn't help when I press the right button. I saw Justin Anderson on the far left. But you know what happens in 2K sometimes. Sometimes you press the wrong icon. It's exactly what I did. Westbrook, he's not letting me go anywhere. I had to chuck that up with KJ. This is really bad. This is getting really bad, guys. You know that feeling you have when you just, a moment of silence for, what was that, Justin Anderson? I don't know. Nigel Hayes open, and oh no, he took a fadeaway. Oh. What happened, man? The second I turned this fourth quarter on, this thing got bad really damn quick. Westbrook. Guys, you're testing my patience right now. Do I need to call this thing? I'm going to give you all one more chance. 14 points. We can't score. Let's go to the Marcus Smart play, alright? If this doesn't work, we might have to call this thing. Oh god, Moutier, you took the stupid fadeaway thing. You know, it's really my fault for telling him to do the layup too early, but when that happens, it's not good. Westbrook's got room. Maybe I should just let him shoot the 3. Alright, we're done. We're out of here. We were down 16. We're down 3-1, guys. Next game is a must-win, or else OKC is going to the NBA Finals and we're going home.